Are we facing the last crypto cycle? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Altcoin Chief, where we talk about crypto and blockchain. If you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button so you don't miss any crypto content for this upcoming bull run. In today's video, we want to be focusing on the entire crypto space, and it is undoubtful that crypto has been growing for the past years. And ever since the first Bitcoin block was mined, this space has been developing drastically. And right now we are well into this market and people are still talking about how early we are in. And I don't really believe that to be true. Judging by the last cycles, I think the price has been going up, but not as much as in previous cycles. So the very first cycle has seen a huge spike in price for Bitcoin, followed by the 2017 run that we had. And right now we had the double top in 2021 that was only around 3x from the previous highs. So I believe that we are facing another bull run very close from now. I think the Bitcoin halving event, which we spoke about on the channel many times, is going to be a trigger for an upside potential. And I think we are going to be seeing $100,000 Bitcoin. But the question is, are we going to go past 100K and go well into those kind of territories in terms of numbers? Or are we going to capitulate right before breaching that 100K level? That 100K level is going to be definitely a very psychological level. And I do expect some volatility if we were to reach those levels. And again, that would be kind of similar to what we've done in the past, right? We stopped around 20K and then we had a 3x, around 3x from that top to the next top. And then this next cycle, I do believe, is going to be weaker for Bitcoin, especially. People are more mature in this market. People are talking about how early we are in Bitcoin and other crypto assets. And I don't believe that to be true. Crypto is getting mainstream adoption, especially with the fact that BlackRock, Vanguard, and other real big institutions are getting in now. And those gains, the upcoming gains, are not going to be as big as before. I do remember the cycle back in 2017 when coins were literally doing 100+x left, right, and center. It was happening all around. Whereas this cycle, you were lucky to get a few good runs on altcoins. So I do believe the next one is going to be weaker, unfortunately. But it doesn't mean that there are not going to be any opportunities in the market. With the release of projects, with some projects not experiencing the bull run up to this point, I think some will do great returns. But I wouldn't expect those kind of returns as we did back in 2017, unfortunately. And that leads me to believe that this might be the last cycle where real huge returns, real life-changing gains could be made. I think with the addition of BlackRock and other institutions that we've mentioned on the channel previously, I think the prices are not going to fly as much as they did before. And also regulation. Regulation is kicking in all around the world, in the US and other places as well. Regulators are after Bitcoin and crypto assets and those involved in that market. So you could say that regulation is good for this space. It's definitely going to make it safer for an investor that just comes in and wants to put, some money in and gamble without doing their research. I think those guys are going to have slightly better time, but it's going to kind of destroy the whole Wild West narrative that we had in the past when, coins were being created out of thin air and those that go in quicker did make spectacular amounts of money. And I do believe that's not going to be the case this time. I do believe there's going to be a few solid projects that are going to be here and give us great returns. We are making our research right now and in the past few months. And if you've been following the channel, you would know that some of the coins we are accumulating slowly now. And with altcoins, the best time to start accumulation is right before Bitcoin halving And then the halving is actually the event that you kind of stop accumulating and just write those positions that you've created. Again, if you've been following the channel, you would know that we always push the dollar cost average strategy, because then you can buy coins along the way, because there's still a lot of time. As you can see, Bitcoin halving is around 218 days away, and until that Bitcoin halving is here with us, I don't believe we are going to have huge run-ups. So you kind of have time, but I would definitely conduct my own research right now, set out a few positions that are going to bring returns. And in our case, if you've been following the channel, you would know that Injective is one of them, Radiant Capital, GMX, Postchain we are involved with as well. Those are kind of our main projects right now that I've kind of shown you, and I'm DCAing into them. But again, there's still time to create those positions. We don't know if there's going to be a black swan event where price capitulates at around 20k, let's say, and in that time altcoins would bleed, giving you an opportunity to add more. But we don't know the future. That's why we are actively doing our positions now, and we are going to be adding our positions all the way out to Bitcoin halving and potentially beyond as well. And it's also wise to have some cash on the sidelines. Don't go into those altcoins that you've picked blindly. Have some spare cash on the side, because in the past, projects that were new, that were created, that came out of these bull runs, these were the projects that did the most returns. So you want to have some cash on the sideline if you want to get involved in this market and really ride this next bull run. So, are you prepared for this next cycle? I do believe it is starting, especially with the things that we've seen in the past. All the institutions, all the narratives are really taking shape now, and even when we do have FUD and bad news coming out of the space, these don't seem to be moving the price of Bitcoin very much right now. So people are stagnant. Many people are bored of this market, and this is the time, as we said in the past, to build your positions for this upcoming bull run. Also, let me know what you think about the 100k level. Do you think we are going to be going beyond that level in the next bull run? And if so, let me know what price levels are you watching on Bitcoin. These are very speculative numbers. I mean, look, we don't need to have the next bull run. This space is very fragile. So the certainty that people are saying that, we will see a bull run, that's not the case. We could never see a bull run anymore. So do have that in the back of your mind, and do invest only the amount you can lose in this market. Nothing is certain, especially in crypto. So let me know how you're preparing for this next cycle that's potentially on the way. Let me know in the comment section below. This is it for today, and I will see you in the next one.